The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
And that title, the WWE Universal Championship, bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns, over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Sent into the corner. Shoulder right to the midsection. Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper.
And right into the pin.
Uh-oh.
Emphatic kick out for the challenger.
So resilient.
Measured elbow drop.
Seth Rollins desperately needs to figure this out.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight. And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with his hold.
Targeting the shoulder with the claw.
Just excruciating pain.
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
Rollins flies. Knee strike connects.
Reigns averts the attack.
What a reversal by Reigns.
Textbook jumping clothesline.
Oof.
And he gets directed into the corner.
Shoulder to the stomach.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Moves from the ring to the outside. Headed back into the ring.
Pow! What a shot. Power slam incoming. No.
It still delivers the inverted DDT.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, this Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make a Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Clothesline, avoided contact and brought a big attack of their own.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
And Reigns is really fired up.
Rollins known to be irritating. We're seeing no different now.
Oh, serves him up there. Maybe that'll change his attitude.
Being carried around now. Big powerbomb. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. Says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over. That it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
Whoa! Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
A brutal impact after taking a gigantic gamble like that.
Oh, colliding with a barricade.
Caught with a punch. The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Effective counter. Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. The referee is so close to calling a count out. He's making his way to ringside now.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay. Textbook jumping clothesline.
Oof.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count. What a display of strength here. All the way down.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he up high.
Look out below!
Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. Rollins set ringside. Stepping out of the ring here. Into the steel steps. That's got to be a tide turner. Looks like he's coming back in.
Roman has taken a moment to soak it all in. its mark. Ouch. Systematic attack on that arm.
Rollins pulling out all the stops early. Roman Reigns needs to kick into higher gear to catch back up. He's able to counter that.
Superman punch!
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
And he's busted open. We need to get the doctors out here quick. An unprotected shot to the head. Those could add up.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
He gets sent straight down to the floor.
The visionary allowing us all to appreciate his very presence.
Headed out of the...
What a spear by Reigns!
That's got to be it. Consider the championship retained. I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns' old Shield brother now.
Unparalleled intensity from Roman Reigns.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins gonna tap there? What's Rollins gonna do? Is he gonna tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a Superman punch by the Tribal Chief.
The champ delivering when it counts.
Makes the cover.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exorcised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget it.